Well guys, just a quick update, it's definitely getting a little bit scarier now.
Their boat bumping into this boat, bumping into our boat.
And now, it's right on top of us. Are you cleaning the boat? Tomorrow I fly out of Palma. James is getting sentimental because apparently he's going to miss me while I'm gone.
Woo! We're making power!
Without my love for the ocean, I would be long gone by now. It's some kind of devotion that brings me down.
We had been keeping an eye on a storm that was soon approaching from southern France and was threatening to hit Mallorca Island. So we decided the best thing to do was park our boat in the marina instead of roughing it out at anchor. However, this was the first time Med mooring, so we bumped our way in trying to figure out how to do it. Thankfully, we got a ton of help, and before we knew it, we were med-moored in the marina. To take advantage of the calm before the storm, we invited a few fellow sailors that we had met along the way to come for dinner.
Turning maybe before this boat does. Next thing you know, you're still in the story.
I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it is absolutely mental tonight. It is 11 o'clock at night. We are in the marina and it's crazy. It's like 45 knots, probably gusts of more. The trees are literally bending. Someone's head sail has come undone across the way, so I don't know what problems that's going to cause in a little bit, but it dies right down and then it just goes right back up again. So even here at the marina we're like tipping to one side, which I didn't think that was going to happen, because after having the experience out at anchor through these kind of winds, they weren't as high as this, but you know, we've experienced both now. That we were definitely on our side. And now here, it's happening. The same thing's happening. Like we're on our side, and the only thing that's stopping us is the boat next to us. So it's just absolutely crazy. It really is.
This is crazy!
Well guys, just a quick update, it's definitely getting a little bit scarier now. It seems that a couple of boats over from us has left their lines quite loose, and because we're med-moored, it's kind of pulled all the boats onto this way. So the boat that was next to us actually had a bit of space before, and now it's right on top of us. So
The night just seemed to get worse.
Their boat bumping into this boat, bumping into our boat, but the weight of their boat is not on our boat.
The boat on the end of the dock snapped both stern mooring lines and ended up swinging into the boat beside us. It also got struck by lightning and ended up frying his whole electric system. We soon learned that being in the marina isn't always the safest option. Thankfully, everyone was okay, and we knew that we just had to battle out one more day of strong winds.
We have been riding out storm after storm at the moment. We are both so exhausted. It's definitely the other side of sailing. Up till now, we haven't really had anything like this, so it's been really quite hard on both of us, I think. It's mostly the cold, I think, that we're not dealing with very well. I don't know if you can hear that wind at the moment. It's absolutely going crazy. But yeah, it's just been horrendous.
That afternoon, the wind calmed down enough that our friends from Free Like a Boat could come over and visit us for a coffee.
Look at those walking skills. Andy, so we heard it's your birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andy.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Way.
Lena, Andy and baby Nalu are on their own adventure rebuilding their 45-foot schooner in Mallorca. Their project is inspiring and we absolutely loved meeting this beautiful family.
Wow, your hands are.
How old, Andy?
Hold on. It's 35.
35.
there you
I
go.
forgot, it's too long.
Whose birthday is it? Is it Daddy's birthday? Nalu, are you cleaning the boat?
So I studied this.
He's being all proper because he's on camera.
Lena is the editor as
He's
well.
like, I gotta do it the
Is she?
right way.
Yeah, she is.
Nalu.
But she's not editing my videos.
Nalu.
I have no time.
Look at these wheels.
Hey, hey! So we have rented a car today because tomorrow I fly out of Palma, so there was no buses or anything like that because it's a 6:30 flight. So we had to rent a car anyway, so we decided to rent it a day earlier and take advantage, go and see some sights and yeah, enjoy the day now that the wind has finally calmed down and it's a beautiful day. And I think this afternoon when we come back we'll be moving the boat back to anchor. So we're here at the Calvary steps in Pollença. There's 365 steps, so one for every day of the year. And at the very top, there's a little church which you can just see. Yeah, we're gonna go and check out the views from up there. It's already pretty spectacular from here, so let's go. What step do you reckon you're on, James?
I'm gonna say 140. Got it.
Tell me that you want it too. Just wanna be alone with you. I try my best to concentrate. I try my best to keep my mind and my head straight. I've been feeling as of late that all I wanna do is go out somewhere new. As long as I'm with you.
There's Pollença down there. Wow.
I don't really care where to. Just wanna be alone with you. I wanna run away with you. Tell me that you want it too. Just wanna be alone with you. I see, you see, it's you. Now tell me that you see.
Oh.
I wanna run away with you. I don't really care where to. Just wanna be alone with
Dave's is getting sentimental because apparently he's going to miss me while I'm gone. We were just commenting how in the Blair Witch Project, or movie or whatever it was called, there's always someone running away and they always trip up and fall over. Well, anyway, we both did it. So it's actually a true known fact that that can happen.
It's pretty crazy around here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It kind of, you're in an open walk at one point and it's all open, and there's like a vineyard and it's sunny, and then suddenly you go through a door and then you're just in this kind of like forest. And
yeah.
we were just saying that it kind of feels a bit like Australia.
Definitely.
A little bit, so.
Very similar flora.
Anyway, my nose is getting cold, so let's start heading back.
Our last few hours together.
Oh. What's that?
It's been a while since she left us, and somehow I'm soldiering on.
Alright guys, so as you may have remembered earlier, I mentioned that we were having power problems. This is the old alternator, and this is the one I took out. I was pretty confident that this alternator was dead. I had done some tests, but to be sure, I took it to a shop and they tested it and confirmed what I thought, and they told me it's kaput. Here's the new one, looking all shiny. It's exactly the same alternator. It's just got a different brand on it. The alternator is a second generation, meaning, well, that's what they call it. Essentially, it's not an original part. To get an original alternator that came with this engine is, I think, 600 euros plus VAT. So, whereas these knockoff ones, so to speak, are 160 euros plus VAT. So even if I plow through 3 of these in the next 2 years, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long an alternator is supposed to last. I know, after speaking to the previous owner, this alternator, which is a knockoff that I've been replacing, I think it did 1,000 hours of motoring. So if I get 1,000 hours of motoring out of the next one, I'll be pretty happy. Let's go ahead and we're going to install it back on the engine, and let's see if we can charge our batteries. All right, here we go, guys. The first steps with the new alternator is I'm going to attach it with the bottom mount first, and then I'll loosely put in the top mount as well, and then I'll reconnect all the electrics, and then I can tension the belt on the pulley. First step is we're going to install this bottom bolt here. So we'll just keep that a little bit loose for the moment, and we'll just get this top bolt in. Alright, so I'm just going to leave that loose for the moment. I'm just going to now go around the back and hook up the electrics before I tension the alternator belt. So first one I'm going to connect is the positive terminal here. Just going to check my image here, make sure I'm connecting the correct wires. So last but not least, I'll connect up the tachometer. That is it. That is the installation of our alternator electrics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this out basically as hard as I physically can, and then I will tighten down this bolt here at the top, and then we will check the tension in the belt against the what it specifies in the manual as far as slack that there should be. So that's it. Alternator's in. I've tensioned the fan belt. The tension at this point is fairly good. One of the things we're going to do now is we're going to start the engine, and we're just going to make sure that the alternator is not shaking in any way and is obviously spinning freely. Make sure we don't hear any odd sounds coming out of the new alternator, and then we'll check the voltage. All right. So there we go. Our new alternator is spinning away. Tension looks okay. No weird sounds. Let's check the volts, shall we? So as we can see, we're not actually producing any amps from the alternator. So this is a major concern. I was told the alternator is dead. However, it looks like maybe we have a bigger issue at hand, which this is not great. Oh, there we go. Alternator's kicking in. All right, checking the amps. You can see we're getting over 26 amps right now into the batteries. The engine is currently idling at 750 RPMs, so no doubt as we increase the revs, we should see more charge going to the batteries. But this is a great sign. We can now charge our batteries when we are running the engine. So this is fantastic news. Woo! We're making power! Look at how shiny that bad boy is. Kind of makes the rest of the engine look a little ugly.
Alright guys, it's boat tour time, so come on in. And it's a little bit dirty, so we'll close that back up. That's our shower. So this is a Yanmar 54 horsepower.
If you're new to our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button to follow the journey aboard Zephyr.